Hey guys, it's Bex. Welcome to another video, and we are going to be doing another TBR jar picks my reads for the month video. So this will be for my March reads. I feel like a broken record because last month when I did this, I said that I wasn't doing very good with just reading in general this year, or I mean this month. But as far as my TBR and sticking to it, I believe I only read 2 books out of the 6 that I picked, so my bad. I tried, that's all that matters. But we're gonna be trying again and seeing if I do better this month. I added a couple prompts and then I also took some out that I just feel like I keep getting for some reason. I don't know why, maybe they were like written on bigger pieces of paper, so I just kept grabbing them. But with that being said, these are most of the books on my TBR. I also have the rest of some series that I just didn't feel like necessary to put down here, and then I also have the Game of Thrones series up there. So without further ado, let's pick our first prompt and our first book. Hopefully the lighting is okay in here, by the way. I'm trying to use natural light. Okay, my hand's gonna get stuck. Book by an author I've never read. Ooh, okay, I feel like I have a lot, actually. I've read a Lucy Foley book. I've read Pierce Brown. I've read Gabrielle Zevin, Stephen King. I feel like that's honestly it. So we have quite a few options. So really I have mostly free pick, I feel like. I should probably pick one that was on my last month's TBR that I didn't get to, which would be Shatter Me, The Housemaid, Dark Matter. I think I'm gonna go with Dark Matter. I still really want to read it and didn't quite get to it last month. So this is a thriller about this guy that like wakes up surrounded by people in hazmat suits and he just has no idea what's going on. His life just isn't the life that he knows. Like his wife's not his wife, his kids like aren't born. Sounds really interesting and I've heard it's really, really good, and this will be my first Blake Crouch book. Okay, I don't have like a ton of time to film, so I'm trying to kind of hurry, but also don't want to rush this. This is one of my favorite videos to film. Okay, I have gotten this one before, but it's been a while and I feel like I have a lot of new books now. So a book with blue on the cover. So Renegades, Winter's Promise, Morning Star has like blue writing. The Housemaid, Shatter Me has blue on it too. Honestly, I don't feel like reading this. Sorry. Not that you guys care. So we either can do The Housemaid and Renegades has the most blue. Gosh, I feel like I should, I know I just said that those two have the most blue, but this has blue, so I'm gonna pick Shatter Me again, one that was on my last month's TBR that I didn't get to, and it's just like not that long, and I feel like it's gonna be really easy and quick to read because it's YA, and I've just heard amazing things about it, and I have the whole series, so I gotta start it at some point. This is a YA fantasy with romance about this girl whose like touch can kill. One touch from her can kill. A lot of people want to use her as a weapon, but she has other plans, and I think it's also like dystopian actually, and I haven't read dystopian in a while, I feel like, since I was like a teenager, but I loved it and I feel like I will still like it, so excited for this one. Off to a good start. Third prompt. An author whose last or first name starts with first letter of my last name. Confusing. First letter of my last name is H, so I did last or first name for the author just because I don't have like a ton of books on my TBR, so it just gives me more options. So H.
Lee Bardugo, no. Lucy Foley, no. Madeline Miller, no. V. Schwab, no. Rachel, no. Meyer. What is her? Marissa, no. No.
Ooh, Holly Black. Okay, we have one.
Gabrielle Zevin. Not worried about right now. Stephen King. C.S. Lewis.
Okay, really? I literally only have one, and I'm not mad at it. So we have Holly Black. I'm not mad at this. I mean, I am going to be starting 2 series, but a lot of these are honestly, well, I guess not a lot of them are series. A good amount of them are series, so kind of bound to happen, but again, I feel like this will be kind of like a quick read. I believe it's YA again. It is fantasy romance, I believe. To be honest, I don't really know what it's about, but I've heard it's amazing. It says Jude was 7 when her parents were murdered, and she and her 2 sisters were stolen away to live in the treacherous high court of Fairy. 10 years later, Jude wants nothing more than to belong there, but many of the Fae despise humans, especially Prince Carden, the youngest and wickedest son of the High King. To win a place at the court, Jude must defy him and face the consequences. And I have all of them. You can maybe see right here. I have the other 2 books in the trilogy as well. Definitely been wanting to read this, so excited for this one. I'm still really excited about all the books we've gotten so far. Oh, by the way, I think I'm also going to pick 6 books again for my March TBR. This is going to be the 4th one. Book with a cover that I love. So basically just a really pretty cover. Oh gosh, let's see. I feel like this cover is really cool.
I like that one, but I would say I probably have others that I like more. Nah, not really. Again, I like it, but like, is anything super special? This cover is also cool. The Gracier is kind of cool. Then She Was Gone is pretty.
I feel like I don't have that many. I really also like the Shatter Me cover. I feel like with all the eyes on each book is so unique and pretty. But for this one, I believe this one's probably the most like aesthetically pleasing to my eye. So we're gonna go with this one. I feel like this would also be a really good like book to read in the fall, but that's okay. Stephanie Garber has a blurb on the front. I freaking love her. A bewitching gem. I absolutely loved every moment. So again, I don't really know what this book's about. I believe it is about like some magical books or magical library or something. It says it's a book for teens, so it's YA. All sorcerers are evil. Elizabeth has known that as long as she has known anything. Raised as a foundling in one of the Ostermere's great libraries, Elizabeth has grown up among magical grimoires that rattle beneath iron chains, capable of transforming into grotesque monsters. When an act of sabotage releases the library's most dangerous grimoire, Elizabeth is accused of treason. With no one to turn to but her sworn enemy, the sorcerer Nathaniel Thorne, and his mysterious servant, she finds herself entangled in a centuries-old conspiracy. Not only could the Great Libraries go up in flames, but the world along with them. I feel like I haven't heard like a ton about this book, but what I have heard was really good, and I think the cover's pretty. It's got like, I don't know what it's called, when the light hits it. We have mostly YA books so far, but honestly I like YA. Some might say I'm like too old to like YA, but I don't think so. All right, let's rearrange a little bit. All right, 2 more. Could be a good one. Oh no. Lowest rated on my Goodreads want to read list. It's funny because I am pretty sure I got the highest rated on my Goodreads want to read list last month. So I'm going to, I film on my phone, so let me pause this real quick and go on Goodreads and I'll screen record me looking and we'll see which one that is. Hopefully that doesn't mean that I will hate the book. Okay, we're back. I'm gonna insert a little clip of me going on my Goodreads, and what I decided to do was just go on my want to read list and then just pick the lowest rated book that I own. I could buy a book, but first of all, do I really want to buy a book that's the lowest rated on there? Maybe not. So the lowest rated book, for some reason I'm like not that excited to read this book because I have read other books by this author and they've just been like mid to me, but I have owned this book for a long time. It's probably one of the books that I've owned the longest that I haven't read yet, and that is The Paris Apartment by Lucy Foley. And I've read The Guest List, I've read The Hunting Party, I think that's it by her. And I just was, they were like 3.75 stars, which isn't bad. Like I still enjoyed my time reading them. I listened to them on audio. They're not like anything crazy in my opinion, but maybe I will like this one. So this is a mystery thriller. I mean, it sounds interesting. Meet the residents of number 12, Rue des Amants. I have no idea. A beautiful old apartment building in the city of light. The socialite, the nice guy, the alcoholic, the girl on the verge, the concierge. Everyone's a neighbor, everyone's a suspect, and everyone knows something they're not telling. See you in Paris. Maybe this will be my favorite book by her so far. We'll see if I end up reading it, what I think of it. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last book. Hopefully it's a good one. Ugh, my hand almost gets stuck every time. An author's debut novel. Okay, I was actually thinking about this like a couple days ago. If I got this one, that would kind of suck because last month I read like 2 debut novels by authors. So I don't know off the top of my head if I have any. I already know this one is not. Her second novel, Circe. Was this one? This one may have been. Maybe.
I doubt this one is because she's wrote a lot of books. Nope. Oh gosh, I don't think this one is either. I don't know. Morningstar was not. Don't think so. Oh my. Well,
I think the Song of Achilles is. If it's not, I really apologize. But it kind of seems like it based on what it says. Her second novel, Circe, was a #1 New York Times bestseller. The Song of Achilles was awarded the Orange Prize for Fiction and has been translated into 36 languages. So we're gonna go with The Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller. This is how to describe this book. I think it's like mythology, fiction about Achilles, and I believe it is mostly based on true story. She did a bunch of research on Achilles to write this book, so this will be our last book. Okay, so to go back through all the books we got for my March TBR, we got Dark Matter by Blake Crouch, Shatter Me by Tahira Mafi, The Cruel Prince by Holly Black, Sorcery of Thorns by Margaret Rogerson, The Paris Apartment by Lucy Foley, and The Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller. I'm pretty excited about most of these books, so hopefully I will get to them this coming month and do a little better than I did in February. Let me know if you guys have read any of these and what your guys' thoughts were, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I had so much fun, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!